Of course not. Alright, hands up how many of you guys thought that was the real ending. Come on, show yourselves. So, you've seen in the last video how the game does let you leave Mayu behind and exact an escape on your own. Now, on the one hand, I am all for leaving her behind. She has been nothing but a thorn in our side since day one. She has outright told us to leave her behind and that it's okay for us to do so. But, on the other hand, I tend to say that one of my core principles and defining traits is my propensity to help and protect people, regardless as to how much they have wronged me. So, you know what? We're going to go save our sister. Eventually. I mean, there's some hidden ghosts, and we're going to go get those, but after these 13 or 14 more distractions, then we're going to go and save Mayu. The first location is, well, it's actually the cemetery. And unfortunately, it is an immense trek to get over there because, for whatever reason, you can't go back through the tree. It'd be quite a ways handier if you could, but for whatever reason, they decided to lock it off, so you get to watch me running and listen to me rambling. Isn't that good? Oh, hey, speaking of rambling, I've received another request for a shout out from somebody at work, would you believe? So, hello, John Lee. How's it going? I'm sorry I didn't put you in the Fireman Sam video retroactively. You know, speaking of which, I've been looking over some of my videos. For the most part, they get somewhere between 50 and 100 hits, which, fair enough. Fair enough. The Fireman Sam video is an enigma because, as I record this, it has 103,000 hits, and then some more. How on earth have I managed that? Even for Fireman Sam, a popular kids show, how on earth have I managed to amass 100,000 hits? But you know what the worst of it is? My total upload views for my channel is 170,000 hits, so most of my popularity stems from just one video, which is... it's kind of depressing to me. Now then. Oh, hey! Hi! How's it going? That is not who I expected to find here. You see, this is what I have to put up with when I'm moving myself around off camera. This guy just likes to throw ghosts at me. Just like it's nobody's business. Still, it's good exercise for getting the zero function used. Will you just go away? I've got bonus content to be showing off. Okay, in the southwest corner, Lady of the Night. This is another director's cut ghost. Wait, let's try and say that again. This is another director's cut ghost. There you go. In Japan, it was actually a picture of 3 anime characters drawn by one of the Project Zero art staff. The ghost went by Drawing Woman, and her spirit list entry reads, a group who left the workplace to gather materials for manga. Though they meant to test their courage, they ended up being trapped in the darkness. Why am I running into a tree? In America, it was Bill Donahue, one of the US localization team, and the punchline to an entirely unrelated but pretty funny joke that it took me quite a while to get. His guide entry reads, he wandered into the cemetery looking for a clue. What he found was his own demise. And in England, we got the Lady of the Night, forever cursed to walk the twilight hours. I have to wonder, did they pick Lady of the Night as in a lady who exists in the night, or did they mean hooker, but they weren't open to saying that? Who knows? Next up, Misono Hell. And this should be that ghost that I was telling you about earlier, the one that I looked for but couldn't find. There we go. Yai Kurosawa. Or her spirit, which doesn't really make a great deal of sense given that she didn't actually die there. She died in the Hiromura Mansion. And then again in episode 12 of Let's Play Fatal Frame with CPC Gamer. That was one of the best Let's Plays I have ever seen. I think that guy needs more hits than subscribers. And a lot of money. Actually, no, I think I'm going to stop there, otherwise I'm just going to start recycling jokes. Our last stop, for the time being, is the storehouse. As soon as we get to the bottom of the hill. Do you know what? I know I've mentioned it in another one of my videos, but I'm uploading Fatal Frame 1 as of the time I record this. I think yesterday's episode was The Monster and the Girl. And watching it back, it does look like it's being played in fast forward. Because this game runs really, really slowly. And while I do intend to play Fatal Frame 3, I haven't actually looked at it yet at all. I've no idea what it's about, what's going on, or how quickly it runs. So, hopefully, they've fixed this whole running affair by that time. Upstairs we have a pretty scary scene if I hadn't been a jerk and immediately taken a picture of it. But yeah, the doll's head falling off kind of made me jump the first time around. And we also have the trapped girl. Okay, now we're going to head along to Kurosawa House. Although, we're not actually going to go in just yet because, well, as I said, there's one or two extra hidden ghosts along the way. I gotta say, doing these shoutouts for guys at work, it kind of confuses me because it's like, I get the feeling I am eventually just going to do a video wherein the commentary is me reciting the names of people I do or have worked with. Ah, well, what can you do? Makes people happy. And I am all about making people happy. That's why I'm still here instead of running away. Now, I believe it's here. Oh, come on, again? This guy can't leave me alone. There's meant to be a ghost up top. Maybe it didn't spawn because this guy's decided he's here. There is actually another version of this ghost. It's called the Woman in Dark. And, well, she functions exactly the same way as this guy. And, yeah, I say, functions the same. He's just a woman instead of a man. Does get you some extra entries in the spirit list, though, so that's alright. You may imagine why it is I paused just now, and the reason is I find myself doing all these hand actions. I know I mentioned it in one of the Streets of Rage videos. I forget which one exactly. Oh, hey, there we go. The jumping woman, who continues to taunt us even now. I hate the way she's looking down at us in that picture. Ugh. But yeah, I mentioned it in one of the Streets of Rage videos. I tend to do a lot of hand actions as I'm talking. I do it in real life. It's not nothing I do specifically for the internet. I just don't get that, you know, the internet audience can't see it when I do that, or if I do this, or whatever, you know? Okay, you see what I mean? She saw crimson butterflies, but we see ghosts. It looks like, as I said, the crimson butterflies are not just the spirits of the Shrine Twins, it's the ghosts of everybody, we just aren't seeing it.
This is how it was meant to be.
Hmm. There's meant to be a ghost down here, so I can only assume either it doesn't want to play, or we're about to get attacked again. Let's find out, shall we? Hmm. Doesn't look like anybody's going to turn up. I have absolutely no idea why that ghost doesn't want to show itself then, I'm afraid. This one, it reads kind of like one of the notes that we found in Fatal Frame 1, where Kyrie lamented that all she ever wanted to do was be with her lover forever. I think the writer may have some relationship issues, you know? Not that I'm complaining. Stalker with a crush is one of my favourite TV tropes. Largely on account of how, if done right, it's absolutely horrifying. Right, are you going to show up yet? No, no, you're not. Oh, okay. Well, that's another director's cut ghost. You know, when you eventually see it. In Japan, he was called the Crossing Man, the editor who became trapped in the darkness while exploring the village. When 101 people crossed it, the bridge broke. A dim man, he doesn't realize he is dead. To the Americans, it's Joe Rybicki. He asked for proof of the afterlife and got it. Now he is proof for those who ask for it. And to the English, he's Osobuco. He died in atrocious sufferings before unveiling the secret of its village. That's actually what the spirit list reads. That's how jumbly the whole thing is. And it's actually kind of an interesting name because Osobuco is actually a meal. It's a form of veal cutlet mixed in with vegetables and white wine. And Osobuco means, let me see if I got this right now, bone with a hole in it. To the left entrance of Kurosawa House, we have a jar of herbal medicine, which is a token, and best of luck to you, from the designers. So I think that, for now, we're going to call it a video, and I'm going to save my game, and join us next time when we go inside Kurosawa House, and hopefully put an end to this delicious madness. So until next time, goodbye.